Hello everyone, this is Chris Brooks from Ripsticks Game Studio, and we have a bunch of changes for this video. We now have the demon has his ability, which is called immolate. The demon will go ahead and when he uses this ability, he will take every square around him and do 1 burn damage to them. A monster that is burning will take 1 damage a turn, regardless of how much burning they're doing. If they're burning 3, they'll still only take 1 damage, but it'll last 3 turns. Also, burning is the opposite of freezing, so if something's frozen, it will burn that much less. So if you have a burn 2 coming in and against something frozen 1, it'll end up with a burn 1 and the freeze will go away, as vice versa. Freeze will remove burns and burns will remove freeze. Also, we don't have it in yet, but there's also going to be, when you're burning, an extinguish action that you can take, which will allow you to remove some of your burning. But anyway, he comes in and it's kind of expensive. It's 5 energy, and all the squares around him, including the square he's on, will be immolated. The square he's on does 2 burning. The squares around him does 1. We also have Frank. Frank's new abilities are essentially he has a defective power supply, and so every round that he's moving, his energy increases 1. And for every energy he has, that's a 10% chance that his power supply discharges. Now, if his power supply discharges with other monsters around him, he does 1 point of damage to all monsters around him. If his power supply discharges with him without any other monsters around him, he takes the damage. So the key with Frank is to move him to a spot where there are other monsters, so that when he discharges, he'll damage them instead of himself. So he's the good thing is he doesn't have to rest or anything to get energy. Energy just comes. For him, energy is a bad byproduct. All the monsters in the game, all 60 of them, are asymmetrical. They all focus on some sort of a strength with some sort of a weakness. So they're all a very asymmetrical type of a concept. So that's where it goes. And then we've also updated the cat. The cat now has a 2 health instead of 1, because with all these other abilities, even if she was in the vicinity of somebody, she would just be wiped out. So we kind of increased her health a little bit. But the big thing is we now have sound and music. So the music right now ranges between extremely dramatic to very, very cartoony. I haven't quite nailed down where it's going to lie, and if you would like to maybe leave some comments about how you think the theming of the music should be, that'd be great below. So you'll hear the music and all of the power ups and everything else, and all of their actions and their death and everything now has sound as well. So let's go ahead and turn the sound on. Okay, so here's the music, and we'll go ahead and start. So they come in. Frankie just went off with his electricity. There's Larry with his immolation, and as you see, Dino's on fire right now, Rex. So the trapdoors are opening and closing. You just heard the power-ups going off. Snowball. Lightning just hit everybody. Fun times. And with the rotating spinners, the music's somewhat dramatic sometimes. Oh, confusion. They want to rock. The cat. So you heard a little whoosh when Franny went into slink. There's the spike trap. So they all have unique death sounds. They all have unique attack sounds, effects. So that's pretty cool. I mean, we're not married to these actual sounds. They'll be getting better as we go. But at least the concept is there. Angler just drew in Bumble with his lure ability, which can keep him alive because normally they would be attacking him, but once he lures them in, it's harder to attack them. Rex just knocked them all with his dino leap. Some loud trapdoors when there's that many of them. And there's a wall in the middle, so let's zoom in on the let's go with Ralph. We'll zoom in. Zoom in with Franny. Turn off the wall. Still don't have the particle effects for the shield yet, so I'm still using the old shield. Now there's the ice. You heard it turn into ice. I love when they're on fire and they fall. They have this trail of fire. It's pretty cool. I'll show you the other map just so you can see the trail. It's pretty cool. We'll let this one finish out. So we're down to 5. And Bumble's got a whopping 8 lives because he's been sitting on that power up for so long. Even though he's surrounded by 3 guys, he's been able to hold them all without dying. So he's just been sitting there gaining lives. I think he's about to die here, though. Yeah. So. Ralph has a few lives. The snowball. Now they're kind of dumb. They turn on the spinners. But again, smartening up the monsters would be a priority for once we're actually complete. Wow, that was a lot of burning. Yeah, Larry just wiped them all out. And the angler with his angle stalk stays in active when he's frozen. There it is. There's your fire. They stay on fire as they go down. The thing about Franny with this type of map is she's viewable pretty much everywhere, because every time she activates something, they determine that's her last known location. So even if she's invisible, these type of maps are difficult for Franny, because there's nowhere for her to really hide. Yeah, Louis just confused him, which would have killed Louis if Ralph would just be able to sit there. But now Ralph, instead of attacking, went onto the spinner. They don't quite know what to do with spinners now. They used to be better with them. Like Ralph just keeps trying to turn around, which of course then just spins him. Oh, and they don't recognize that the trapdoor is open or closed, so they just walk off thinking it's closed, but it's not. So Ralph's confused again, and he killed the cat. Okay, so we're down to 4. Looks like it's going to be between Bumble and Louie, believe it or not. Down to 3. Ralph's holding his own, though. A lot of extra lives floating around. That's why when you have power-ups and you're using extra lives, you should really delay the power-up. Because, yeah, there could come cases where you're just giving people way too many extra lives. So you have to measure that a little bit. Bumble's is actually not taking advantage of those very well. It's still anyone's game here. Turn around to be confused. Lured him in. Yeah, you knew that was coming. Okay, wow, Ralph is just sitting on a power. So he's gaining health and energy and lives. See if they can beat him down. Yeah, looks like they will. Okay, that was good teamwork. Now if he can just back up on him, but he's getting energy instead. All right. This should be it for Ralph, I believe. Yep. Why he froze him before he pushed him, who knows? Alright, down to Bumble and Louie. Let's see, they both have good lives. Louie's getting another one here. See, they don't know how to handle spinners. He did not get stuck by the trapdoor. Kind of funny. Will he? No, he won't either, I don't think. Unless he does here. Yeah, he did. Okay, so now we're down to 3 lives on Bumble. Let's see what happens. 2 lives on Bumble. He's just stumbling into it. froze nothing. That's kind of funny. Wow. Louis looks like he's going to pull this one off, man. Wow, okay. See what happens here. If he can get some lives, Bumble may still be in it. Nah, looks like it's probably it for Bumble. Good job, Louis. Now, that's his happy sound. I know it's it's pretty creepy. That's his happy dance sound. And now the ending also rotates the map so you can see everything. Alright, let's just try this one little one. You stick around if you want. Let's load this little tiny one. Just so we can see the fire, which is fun. I love this the spawn sound too. Okay, so everybody's on fire, so you can hear all their sounds too. Ooga. They don't make sound when they're frozen. Franny will win this one hands down because she has so many lives to start. She doesn't really suffer, you know. Her losing a few isn't gonna hurt her. Oh, and she purrs here. All right, well that's all we have for today. Gonna plug along. Our next what we're working on now is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be the first time that we go back to the original player interface and start working on that. That'll be the interface an actual human uses to interact with the system. So I think we're working on that next. So anyway, thank you very much. Bye.